Hey, welcome. So let's talk about something I'm pretty sure we've all been feeling lately. This idea that the internet has changed, right? It just feels different. And today we're going to dig into exactly why that is. I mean, just think about the last time you searched for something. How much junk did you have to scroll past? Do the articles you click on feel kind of empty? Almost like they were written by a robot? Well, if you've been getting this vibe that the internet is just noisier, more cluttered, and maybe a little less trustworthy, you're not going crazy. It's real. And there's actually a name for it. People are calling it AI slop. And it's exactly what it sounds like, this huge, nonstop flood of content that wasn't made by a person, but by an AI. Think about it. It's super cheap and incredibly fast to create, so it is just everywhere. You've got AI-written blog posts, weird AI-generated images, those soulless automated summaries. That is the number one reason the internet feels so off lately. All right, so here's the wild part. This whole shift, it wasn't some slow, gradual thing that happened over years. Nope. We can actually point to a single day on the calendar, a literal line in the sand that marks when everything changed. The day the internet that we all grew up with, well, it was altered forever. And here it is. This is the Great Divide. You've got the before times, when pretty much everything you found online was made by a person. And then, November 30th, 2022. That's the day powerful generative AI was unleashed on the public, and it just opened the floodgates. We are now officially living in the after times, an age completely defined by this explosion of machine-made content. So, okay, that's the problem. How are people dealing with it? Well, a really simple but kind of radical idea is starting to bubble up. What if you had a digital time machine for your search results? What if you could just tell your computer, hey, take me back? And how it works is just brilliant in its simplicity. So, step one, you search for something, just like you always do. But then, and this is the key, a new kind of filter gets applied. That filter basically tells the search engine, hey, ignore everything published after November 2022. And just like that, what you get is a page of results that looks like it was pulled straight from the internet's before times. So let's just lay it out side by side. A normal search today is like a fire hose. It just blasts you with everything. The good stuff, the bad stuff, and a whole lot of AI-generated noise. It's all about quantity. But this filtered search, it's making a totally different bet. It's choosing verified human origin over just more stuff. It's giving you a smaller, more curated, and maybe more trustworthy slice of the web. But look, this is about way more than just a clever search trick. It's a statement, right? It shows how much we're craving something that feels like it's getting lost. It's this quest to find the person behind the content. It's a pushback against that weird, uncanny valley feeling you get from reading something that has no real soul or lived experience behind it. And this quote, this really just hits the nail on the head. The whole point is to be sure, to know without a doubt that what you're engaging with was actually made by a human hand. It's all about trying to get back a sense of trust, a sense of authenticity. It's about valuing the messy, wonderful, and real human experience. When you zoom out, you see this as part of a much bigger picture. There's this growing distrust of anything that feels like it could be AI generated. And because of that, we're starting to place this huge new premium on things we know are human made. I mean, this whole thing is forcing us to redefine what authentic even means online. And honestly, it's a massive clue about how we're all going to have to learn to navigate the internet from here on out. So this all leads to some pretty big, kind of heavy questions, Questions about the future of information itself. I mean, think about it. If we're already building tools to basically escape the internet of today, what does that say about where we're headed? Here's the bottom line, really. The internet isn't one single thing anymore. It's fractured. It's been split in two. From now on, we basically have two different versions of the internet to deal with, the before AI internet and the after AI internet. And that leaves us with one last really challenging question to chew on. In a world that is just getting more and more filled with artificial, machine-made stuff, is looking backward, filtering for the past, the only way we're going to find something that feels like human truth? Is that our future?